Next problem, next packet. That is a parabola in vertex form, standard form. Okay, no parentheses. I do opposite of b over 2a, -6, 2 times a, and then that's -3. So there's my graph, okay? Now if I insert those in for x, so -2 second power plus 6, -2 plus 13 is 5. Again, how to get -3? I did the opposite of b divided by 2 times a. So, -3 second power plus 6 times -3 plus 13 gives me 4. If you plug in -4, you're also going to get 5. Okay, this here is in vertex form. To get that -3, x plus 3 equals 0. And -3. Okay, so plug those in. 5. That's also 5. Okay, again, you notice how they're the same. That's because these equations are actually the same equation. They're just in different forms. That's in standard form, that's in vertex form. Converting from standard to vertex is an important advanced algebra skill, supposedly. Of course, I don't teach advanced algebra trig, so we don't use a lot in algebra 2, but I don't want to set you up to fail. So as far as why we have to do it, there's a paragraph as to why. Okay, it's in standard form. To do in vertex form, there's 3 steps. On step 1, I need to make sure the x squared has a coefficient of 1. It does. Don't actually put the 1 though. Okay, don't actually put the 1. Yeah, you can, I guess. What I do first is, as long as there's a 1 there, we're good. If it's a number other than 1, which you'll get into in another packet, you have to do something else. So I'm going to put 1x squared minus 8x, and I'm actually going to kick this minus 25 out here. Okay. Now, to find the new number I'm going to bring into the equation, I need to do b divided by 2 to the second. Okay, because we want a parentheses to the second power. So I'm going to take 8 over 2 to the second, that's 4 to the second, and that's 16. So 16. Now, let me put you on a little secret. Something else we got to do on step 1. Everybody knows that 3 equals 3. Now let's say I put a plus 6 over here, but later on I put a minus 6. Well, this is still true because 3 plus 6 minus 6 is still 3. So it stays balanced. So if I bring in this plus, and I need to put y equals in front, okay? So if I bring in this plus 16 here, I'm okay as long as I minus it out there, okay? So step 1 is to bring a new number in and negate it out here. Do the opposite. You're going to minus it. Okay, now what I do is A, B, C, and I do a factorization of it. So 1 times 16 is 16. That's a sum of 8, and that's going to be 4 times 4. So XX, 4, minus, so it's going to be minus, and sum means they're both minuses. And then negative 25 minus 16 is negative 41. So I have y equals x minus 4 to the second power minus 41, and now it's in vertex form. Okay, next problem. 3 steps. Y equals, y equals, y equals. So first I need to make sure that that's a 1, it is. Okay, so I want that to be a 1. So 1x squared plus 18x, and then we kick plus 2 out. and that's my b. So I bring a new number using b over 2 squared. That's 18 over 2 squared. That's 81, okay? So plus 81, and I put minus 81 out here. Now let's factor that trinomial in the parentheses. So positive 81, sum of 18, 9, 9. So that's 2 parentheses, x, because a is 1, you just need 2. You'll know you won't ever do 4 on these problems. So plus, and then 2 minus 81 is negative 79. So it's x plus 9 quantity squared minus 79. Okay, next problem. First, make sure you have a 1 there. Again, if you don't have a 1, we'll visit that when we get to it. So b over 2 squared, and you're going to have 4 over 2 squared, so that's 2 squared, that equals 4. And then minus 4 out here. Now I factor that trinomial, knowing that it's going to be the same factor, so positive 4. Sum of 4, and that's 2 times 2. It gives me the sum of 4. X, 2, 2, minus, and then 6 minus 4 is 2. So x minus 2 to the second plus 2. Next up, here's my b. So it's 8 to the second, and that's 64. It's just half of that to the second power. Minus 64. 1 times 64 is positive 64. Sum of 16, that's 8 and 8. X, 8, 8, plus 16 plus 8, minus 66. Pretty exciting stuff, man. Just being real, man. Minus 6, that's b. So 20 over 2 to the second, that's 10 to the second, and that's 100. So plus 100, we minus 100. So 1 times 100 is 100, positive, sum of 20, and that's 10 by 10. Plus 20, so they're both pluses. Negative 6 minus 100 is negative 106. So it's x plus 10 squared minus 106. Next. One x squared minus 6x, kick the plus 11 out. Okay, b, so 6 over 2 squared, it's 3 squared, and that's 9. Then I minus 9. So 9 positive, sum of 6, 3 by 3. So minus on 3, and then 11 minus 9 is 2, so it's x minus 3 squared plus 2. Okay, that's what I was saying, that you have 4 to do.